Hello. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. Oil prices have fallen for a third consecutive day on signs that negotiations between the U.S., Iran, and Oman over a deal to reopen the Strait of Hormuz are making progress, according to Bloomberg. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical maritime choke point. Roughly 20% of the world's oil supply passes through it, so any prolonged disruption due to the U.S.-Iran conflict directly threatens global energy security. In recent months, near-total halt of ship traffic has upended the market, and now, a UN and International Chamber of Commerce-backed plan aims to restore safe passage for vital oil shipments. The world's largest shipbroker has in fact notched record earnings amid the resulting volatility, as reported by Fortune. On August 5, 2026, oil prices dipped further as optimism grew about the potential deal, and Fortune notes ongoing confusion around the negotiations, though exclusive details of the UN plan have emerged, revealing the complexity of diplomatic efforts. Should an accord be reached, shipping costs are likely to normalize, reducing the premium on oil and facilitating smoother flows. Shipbrokers and marine insurers may see risk premiums recede but stay elevated, while experts warn that a Hormuz deal could reshape alliances and energy market stability well into the future. The ongoing debates around the U.S. government's AI regulation framework have intensified after the White House declined to release the evaluation criteria it reviewed with major tech companies, Fortune reports. The backdrop is a swell of cybersecurity and national security concerns, especially after recent hacks at OpenAI and Anthropic, which have made standards for AI risk assessment and oversight a pressing issue for regulators. Companies like OpenAI, Microsoft, Anthropic, and Google have engaged in closed-door talks with the Trump administration in Washington throughout August, all while Senate Democrats voice concerns that the lack of public rules could drive American firms toward cheaper, but potentially riskier, Chinese AI providers. On August 4, 2026, the White House convened a confidential session with industry leaders but refused to share the details publicly, fueling further criticism of transparency. Fortune and Business Insider note that unpredictable governments and the growing presence of Chinese platforms pose ongoing security threats. Immediate consequences may include continued erosion of public trust and hesitation among American firms, while medium-term policy uncertainty could stifle U.S. innovation and undermine leadership in AI safety if companies seek foreign workarounds instead of adapting to ambiguous regulation. Elon Musk's leadership style took center stage during SpaceX's first public earnings call, as reported by TechCrunch, with Musk repeatedly overshadowing his executive team CFO Brett Johnson and President Gwynne Shotwell by making even bolder claims than those presented by his colleagues. This event underscores the pivotal influence leadership communication can have on investor confidence and transparency, especially in early public-facing financial events for a major private firm. SpaceX's August 4, 2026, earnings discussion saw promises made by Shotwell and Johnson immediately amplified by Musk, whose real-time interventions on the call inflated expectation, sometimes outpacing statements made by his own executives. Analyst reactions suggest that this dynamic could increase volatility in how SpaceX is perceived externally, as repeated contradictions risk eroding executive credibility and prompt heightened scrutiny of company performance in the near term. Over time, if such patterns persist, investor trust may waver and internal decision-making authority could be called into question, affecting both stock momentum and the media spotlight trained on SpaceX. Now, onto the markets. International equities saw mixed moves. Germany's EWG fell 0.27% while France's EWQ edged up 0.13%. Spain's EWP posted a 0.19% gain, and Hong Kong's EWH declined by 0.62%. Commodities presented a divergent picture, with U.S. oil tracked by USO jumping 3.47% on the day, while silver, represented by SLV, slipped 0.39%. Gold's GLD hovered higher month over month. In the U.S. S&P 500 sector, SPY shed 0.16% but still gained nearly 2.8% for the month. Semiconductors, measured by SOX, climbed 0.34% even as Marvell MRVL lost ground. Among key movers, Microsoft MSFD advanced 2.5% and Adobe ADB rose 0.35%, while Nvidia NVDA slipped just 0.1%. Top individual gainer today was Clear One CLRO, soaring 264%, while YXT.com Group YXT led decliners with a 68% drop. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.